is being elected Aledo Lars Volten, the 19 years old of Finland Espoo, drafted by the Boston Bruins. So one team with a bunch of KHLers and two superstars from KHL against the team, which relies on system and discipline and commitment with no NHLer. But a former one, Patrick Torresen, now playing. See how life is strange sometimes in Russia with this SKA St. Petersburg. All around the net, a pass to no one, which is promptly recovered and gathered. Russia skating confidently and well and making the first shot with Dmitry Kalinin. The puck is forgotten in the blue line. Recovered again without too many troubles. A sideways pass. Now the first line change, Alexei Yemelin looking for a central pass, but forced to use the board. Again, Yemelin. He has to restart for the third time. In a few seconds, there's a big collision in front of the net. Now the puck is in the corner. Morten Ask chasing it. It goes back, sideways deflection by the white goaltender. No defensive face-off, if possible, thanks. That's been probably his thinking, roughly translated. Again, Nikitin puts it deep in. Evgeny Ketov. Fourth liners in for Russia. The puck is recovered very well and quickly by Ole Christian Tollefsen. Tollefsen to Mats Hansen, the center helping out. The forward, I'm sorry, helping out. Semyon Varlamov. And again, we're in the neutral zone. A backhand dump and chase. Again, Evgeny Ketov. Mats Trygg, 36 years old, experience defender and playmaker, waits for the change, wait to find an option, finds his wing with a good pass. It's a 3-on-3 situation with a first attempt and a deflection. Alexei Perezogin testing the goaltender for the first serious scoring chance of the game, but there was no screening. There might be different good defensive work. But possession is still in favor of the Russian with a big slap shot by number 74, Alexei Yemelin. Yemelin, the puck is lost. Alexander Bonkaksen looking for a puck that should leave the zone if Norway wants to survive. A backhand, oh yeah, very smart to use, not along the board because the boards were covered, so I use my forward. I use my forward to get out of hell, and it works because the puck is on the other side with a good possession, very good possession. Oh yeah, takes your breath away when he skates. Like that. Pavel Datsyuk, number 13, voltering around. His very long and curved and famous stick. puck takes a long journey to the other end. And this is no one less than Evgeny Malkin, the Pittsburgh Penguins superstar and scorer. Along a never-ending discussion should it be in the same line of Sidney Crosby, one of the big stars missing here, or is Dan Belasma right in thinking that they should complete different lines? Struggle along the board. The Russians seem to be more committed physically than ever. Sergei Shirokov defending well. The puck is in the high slot. Good keeping in. So from behind the net, the shooting lane is stopped. That's up. Good positional work by the goaltender. Cheap and chase or dump and chase. Up to you to judge. Ilya Nikolin, Captain Nikolin, transferring quickly the puck away from danger. The diagonal shot to put the puck deep in there. Yevgeny Ketov indicating the full line by the papers, but he's working hard and having much ice time in the reverse. The backhand attempt by Ken-Andre Olimb. So scoring chances by both sides. Ken-Andre Olimb, one of the two Olimbs. This one is from Lexans IIHF. He goes very quickly, jumps over Svitov, find a cut in. He finds himself not permitted to flick the puck, being backhanded there. So he does the right thing. He spins around and tries that. Nikolin's attempt. And from the rebound, the second danger in a few seconds. Line change. Both the players and the ice need a short rest. It's an open game where you see that one of the stereotypes that sees Russians talented but not physically committed enough is probably played down a little bit from what we say in the first seconds. Martin wins the draw. Very important to keep discipline and defense. Ole Christian Tollefsen from the Far East Start plays a lot. Same we can say for the former Columbus Blue Jacket in Philadelphia. The same we can say of the days he played with Columbus in Philadelphia. He took easy penalties away from his repertoire, which is good. A match we expect also on the defense as a defensive contribution by ex-Colorado Avalanche. Jonas Sowell now with the Baxiolakis. And as usual, by Matt Trick. There's a stoppage and a consequent face-off, and the head referee indicates the spot where the puck has been played. That means a face-off to the left. Simeon Varlamov. Good performance so far by the nation with just 41 indoor ice rinks. Nearly 2,000 registered male players. Datsuk sees the puck, doesn't get in touch with it. Watch out for Ilya Nikolin on the blue line. I guess he will soon return visible as soon as the Russians win the puck. It is not to be like that. So the captain has to change attitude and transfer his mind from offensive to defensive mode. Eric Solberg cycles the puck along the board. Nice sideways pass, but again, Pavel Datsyuk is closely checked, as every difference maker should be. Lars Haugen. And this is very dangerous. Brilliant defensive work in goaltending. Kalinin working hard on Yemelin. But the puck is still wide, so Lars Erik Spets stretches over to get in touch. Can't succeed. Ask Morten. Again, it's Ask. And now on the other side of the ice, Marius halted. Release it there to Jonas Hollows. Good movement from the wings, it means good options for the playmaker, and a good steal after the puck has been dumped. Yevgeny Ketov. Denisov. Ketov again. Bit of a push in from the back. That's a whistle, but it comes from the stands for Russian supporter, not from the referee. Mats Hansen looking for an adventurous pass. And now making good pressure. Yevgeny Medvedev. Here we go. Markin. A gem of a pass. But the defense was ready. There's a clearing, but the puck is still in the zone. Good keeping by the Russian. Yemelin, the puck rises dangerously. And now Lars Volden thinks it's time to allow his skaters to go and take a seat and a sip. Look at this pass. Look at this pass. Great skating from the center to the left. A very good assist to Alexander Berezogin. Good win from the face-off area for Yevgeny Markin. And also good opening to the opponents. A catch glove by Varlamov. Nothing easy for the Russians so far. We can really expect everything when we watch and comment Russia. They can beat everyone, but they could slide on a big banana skin, let's say so. Like in 2000, for the ones of you that remember, but also in 2000 World Championship in Russia, which Russians don't like to remember at all. It was there that Norway did have the best on Canada, 4-3. Well, let's work again for Lars Volden, also for Yevgeny Kuznetsov. Yevgeny Kuznetsov on the tractor Chelyabinsk. He has to say that it costs a lot of money to remain in his hometown, home country is an understatement. There's a matter of pride also between KHL and NHL at stake, even though curiously we keep our eyes on the Russians, KHLers, more than in other games. It's a long and complicated thing. Skating back, Ilya Nikulin finding a pass which is not stopped by Kulyamin. Watch out for Alexei Teroshenko in front of the net, complicating the D2D pass a little bit. Brilliant work in the neutral zone for Norway. So you see that the Russians are not allowed long stretch passes. Good, prudent and territorial thinking by the Scandinavian. Patrick Torresen, former Lugano player, now with St. Petersburger. Evgeny Malkin wraps around, tries to put it there, finds a pad and a rebound, and quickly back to the group and try again to break the neutral zone barrier. Very good piece of skating, also by number 82, Yevgeny Medvedev. Puck is, we should say passed, but we better say left there. Normally it is a kind of pass to allow the teammate to shoot straight with no adjustment. You leave the puck stationary there, take away one defender with you, keep the defense guessing. It's a kind of pass that doesn't permit you to enter very quickly. But it's the perfect kind of pass for a slap shot. What a piece of goaltending. The white goalie had to make a save, pad save, and then to defend on the other post. That explains why, if you go, and I advise that you do so, go and see a goaltenders training session. They practice for minutes and minutes, or should I say hours and hours, moving from one post to another. Why? Because in case of wraparound or in case of sideways passes by the opponents, they have to defend the two different posts, which is one of the most difficult things. Without losing any split second in the short but difficult trip between one pipe and the other. That's what Lars Haugen did. Sorry. Puck is back in the neutral zone. No penalty. Yeah, excuse me, delay, no sudden penalty, it's a delayed penalty. So the goal is off. Malkin with the extra man. 6 on 5, what a waste. Still the Russians in control with the extra man. No more, not anymore. Danny Kurman says interference. Very politely disagrees the coach, and Andrew Bastenson goes out. What did I say? What a waste. Because keeping the puck in, the Russians would have obliged the white guys to stay in for a long shift. That means to manufacture the conditions of tiredness to score. Nicolini, puck circulating. Good work, the stick in between the passing lane, which get close, marking. To Norway, thanks to the brilliant work of the opponent's goaltender. The Russians had the skills and the mental dexterity to keep the puck in. 6-on-5. While allowing the puck to get out, they gave a bit of a breath and maybe a change on the fly to the opponents. Anyway, the story is still long. Daring pass, very daring pass in front of the net. The Nicolin. Brilliant penalty killing by the North Europeans. Zerdev, watch out for Malkin on the left side. He tries to hide somewhere. He's waiting on the blue line, still there. I know he's not visible in this moment, but expect him to jump out, to pop out of the blue. There he goes, on the other side of the ice. Typical Malkin. Looks like sleeping. And out of the blue, he does the unpredictable thing. Now he loses the puck, which is kept in by Alexei Yemelin. No catch by the goaltender. And again, there's work on the right side for Evgeny Malkin. Doesn't look for centering pass. D to D. Again, D to D, using the board behind the net. Good pressure, very good pressure by Patrick Torresen, who forces a quick exit. A quick, therefore less organized exit. Nice steal, nice pass by Yevgeny Ketov. Doesn't get in touch. Denis Kokorev. Again, it is Denis Kokorev. He maintains the path. He's been allowed maybe too easily to travel behind the net. And again in possession. There's a bit of a pushing and a showing, a gathering that sees no punch or nothing remarkable in terms of penalties, but that goes in favor of the guys in white too, because they've been bottled for so long in their own area. So what is the result when you keep them defending and defending for so long? Either you get punished with a score, or most of the times you find one of your players on the penalty box because you tend to hug or to hold or to interfere. Pavel Datsyuk gets waved off. So the puck goes to the white ones. I remember one game in 2011 versus probably the Boston, Evgeny Malkin Boston Bruins. Pavel Datsyuk won 21 face-offs out of 28. Besides all that, he's a game breaker. Of immense talent, but let's not forget he's a big winner in the face-off area. The puck now is again off the blue line, so it's all to be remanufactured for the Russians. Two minutes to the end, Norway probably sticking to the game plan. Let's not let them ahead in the first drittel. Yemelin, and now it's Perzogin, Malkin, good pass, defense not really patrolling that spot, but the receiving player had to make an adjustment. Couple of sideways passes. Denisov puts it along the board and from the wing to the attacking area. 1 minute left. It was an offside ball again. Doesn't make Sergei Shirokov any happy with that. Shirokov of the CSKA Moscow. A good steal in a counter-attack, but it is a 2-on-3. Very prudent back-checking by the Russians. They look very committed. They don't stick to the old cliche. The pass is nice to see, but doesn't bring much. Zerdev puts it back. A change on the fly and the end of the first period. A lot of tension, Norway sticking to the plan. Yevgeny Malkin and Pavel Datsyuk not finding much space. They got plenty of talent, but they haven't been allowed to show much of this. Back in a few minutes for the second period.
Goal for Team Russia, scored by number 92, assisted by number 7, Dmitry Kalinin, and number 74, Alexei Yemen. Time 1:21. Norway played at full strength. Sen till Ryssland, nummer 92, Yemen Kuznetsov, assisterad av nummer 7, Dmitry Kalinin, och nummer 74, Alexei Yemen. 10-1 och Norge fortsatt. 20 penalty for tripping. 5-31. Norway is in the draft. Penalty is 40 for tripping. 5-30. Publik på Kommissars första val. Nummer 13 av Dansen. Correction, Brothers first goal. Should be number 13 of Dansen. Goal for Team Norway. Scored by number 21, Jonas. Assisted by number 6, Jonas, and number 41.
Good crew, very costly. Now it's 5-on-4, 57 seconds. There's the stoppage, the first stoppage after the score that we watch again. Watch the goaltender. He had to move from one side to another. Then he has to stretch his neck to watch outside the screening. But that's not the easiest thing to do. Semyon Varlamov couldn't be put in a worse situation. 5-on-3, second dribble. A sideway pass, obliging him to move from one post to another. And then a deflection, too much. Even for a goaltender of his class. 25 seconds to go. Still looking for the equalizer. That comes, it was in the air. It was coming. No, it is not. Oh, there's an interference. Oh, yes. Watch for the play entering the goaltender garden before the puck was there. So his celebration and spectators' joy is shut down. Anyway, you don't have to react that way. Yeah, from the live picture we didn't see. Where he was before the score. So no score, 18 seconds of power play. He was into the blue zone before the puck was. 5 seconds to go. Denis Denisov going to the change. While the other, number 6, Jonas Holos, looking for a central pass. Less than 8 minutes in the second period. Puck is dumped there. There's an icing call. And a lot of disappointment coming from the empty stands, nearly empty stands. No, you don't have to say that. I'll read your lips. I read your lips. I sympathize with you, my friend, but try to keep calm. Good win. The puck goes back. Straight and soft. Watch out for Datsuk and watch out for his assist. There's Zogin again. Malkin physically checked in. That's a score. Russia 3, Norway 1. What a difference a minute can do. Nikolai Kulyamin. And again, it all starts from here. Heavily hit, Yevgeny Malkin finds the way to put the puck where it has to go. The defense was taking care of Perezogin. but the work on the puck driver has been a bit late and maybe a little bit soft, uncharacteristically for a disciplined and physical team like Norway. All the attention was for the centering pass, so the decision-making made the difference. The puck driver went to score himself. Russia 3, Norway 1. We've been very close to the equalizer. And now the guys in white found themselves 2 goals behind. Kuznetsov. Kaunismäki, number 5. Kaunismäki chasing the puck. Patrick Thoresen. The puck finds a gap among the opponents in the neutral zone. A bit of an arm wrestle to win the puck. That is thrown into the neutral zone. Look for the acceleration of Alexei Tereshchenko. He's forced along the board. He leaves the puck there and move towards the net. Watch out for his move. And there's another call from the referee. So assistant captain Alexei Tereshchenko. The video camera still go to the nearly scorer. Still disappointed, but you know, you have very easy to say, very hard to do when you are down on the ice. But you should forget about this, or at least do your best to forget about this and get back in the game. You've seen clearly Holos taking care of the guy in front of the crease. But the danger was not there. Well, it was there. But the flank B worked. The Russians don't put a man on the circle, on the face-off circle, board side. They prefer to cover the blue line. And there, now we see why. Under pressure, save. The puck is saved. There's no infringement in my opinion. The referee sees the same way. Good work on the neutral zone by the Russians. Oh yes, I think there was a hit. What do you think, my friend? Nikolai Zerdev on the other one, Mitici touches a puck and there's a penalty. Danny Kuhlman, the Swiss referee, has to call a slash and send for a couple of minutes Yevgeny Medvedev to sit down a little bit. The referees are and Coleman from Switzerland, Jonathan Morrison from the USA, Tim Parfi also from the USA. So 2 minutes to try to get back in the game and change the scoring board for Danish team. Oh, that was a hit, probably not exactly on the show, underneath the shoulder. So Patrick Thoresen is called. But nothing bad in all that. Oh well, there was something bad. The injury, or slight injury to Andreas Martinsen. Behind the net, Lars Volden. Jonas Solo has the puck circulating. 1 minute left in the penalty against Olos. There we go, that's a score. A good cycling shift and the score they've been looking for so hard. So it's Marius Holten. Good decision making for the first cast at forward. He had space in seconds, enough to shoot. Very good power play for the Norwegians. 4 minutes to go. And Norway back. Well, we know it's an old cliche to say that anything can happen, but I think that discipline will make the difference again. We see what a power play could cost on one side or another. And let's not forget that even though it looks like you come off allowing no scores during your penalty killing, it really sucks the energies of your best men, and you could pay the price in the third return. So if you get penalized and resist, it's a good thing. It could boost your morale, it could help him in so many ways, but let's not forget that penalty killing is a factor that you may pay as a delayed penalty in the third return. Now the teams are at full strength. And it looks like the stint is in favor of the North Europeans. They get pushed off the attacking area. 2 players go to the shift. Watch out, because I thought the stretch pass was coming quickly to take advantage of a bit of a slow change on the fly. It was not to be. A deflection. The shot was not bad. Puck is down there. No one really chasing that to recover. Dutifully and very sharply waiting along the board. Christian Forsberg. It is very important to shut down the opponent's clearing. Puck looks stationary. There's a different way of refereeing for North America and Europe when the puck is not moving. I think there's a bit of a gathering, a discussion while we are watching the replay. So Marius Holten goes to the bench, and if the rotation logic is respected, it should be Lars-Erik Spets, Anders Bastiansen and Matti Solin in for the Norwegians. Probably they will play oh, there's a penalty on the other side as well. I didn't know that because the pictures were referring the TV colleagues were showing us a replay, so I thought there was just one penalized player. Well, it is a 4-on-4.
Team Norway.
The penalties for roughing. Yeah, I understand the choice of the TV colleagues. You want to show better. When the game is so quick, you want to show better in slow motion. But a not very friendly discussion happened in the meantime, so the penalties are 2. 4-on-4 should go in favor of the most talented team. There's an old discussion, someone keeps saying that that should be regularly ice hockey, a bit like skater hockey, 4-on-4. I don't think it will never happen. I'm also one of the many that thinks that 5-on-5 it's okay. So Norwegian priority must be to maintain possession or territory. They must remember they're not the most talented team in the pitch, in the ice right now. And they do it quite well, but watch out for Russian acceleration. This is a slow entrance in the attacking zone. And if you pardon the pun, it's a defensive entrance in the attacking zone, because you clearly saw a backhand dump and a change for the Russians. Watch out for the man on the right. Very good idea to open up the space, but again, Evgeny Malkin found no room to pass. He tried to dribble and score, not allowed. Teams at full strength, 5-on-5, end of second period. So many things to watch for, so many technical details to be taken care of. Not so far, not so far. Maybe there was a stick deflection from the goaltender. Back in a while for the third period. I don't think you want to miss that.
Score after 2 periods. Russia 3, Norway 2. Shots on goal in the second period. Norway 8, Russia 16. Ställning efter 2 perioder. Ryssland 3, Norge 2. Skottstatistik i andra perioden. Norge 8, Ryssland 16.
So again, we have to get back to an old cliche to say that you may pay dearly a penalty, and that not goes only referred to Norwegians, but also we saw what happened when the Russians got short-handed, or better, 2 players down. That reopened the game. Then the score's been dismissed, so everything changes in a couple of seconds. But we see that we got brilliant goaltenders on both sides, and the Russians, they don't play only based on talent. They got system, they forecheck, then go and fight in the corners. They never refuse a carry or a hit, and so there's work for Danny Korman, known to be, like his Swiss colleague Brent Reiber, very strict. So this is one more reason for keeping discipline and consistency on both sides. Evgeny Malkin. Clean ice and a prudent pass. So from behind the net. Lianicolin. Malkin coming back to help the defense. And stealing the puck maybe with his long twig. Pavel Datsyuk. No, it's not Pavel Datsyuk, I'm sorry. It's Alexander Berezogin. "40 seconds into the third drittel. Never a dull moment. Alexander Berezogin. A turnover pack. Then a side pass. Left to right. And the goaltender finds the puck into the 5-0. Is it the end for Norway? That's anyone's guess. I wouldn't be sure. Very quick reaction. Quick skating, quick reaction by the North Europeans. Turning around waiting for support. Pavel Datsyuk. So I just called it. Jonas Holos. And Marius Holtet puts it deep and chases the puck. Very good covering defense by the Whites. Russians again in control. Now on the board. Patiently waiting on the neutral zone, the Russians are ready to transform any puck into an attack. Off the target, Marius Holtet. Second attempt in a few seconds. Norway is still alive and kicking and shooting. That's an offside call. It's a classic when you're rushing, when you try, not, I don't want to say desperately, but emotionally, let's say emotionally. To go and score. Norwegians feel that an early score could keep them in a game. Evgeny Ketov takes the hit and loses the puck. Brilliant control. Morten Ask. Clearance along the board, there was no Russian waiting. Along the fiberglass. Back for a face-off. Brilliant move, very brilliant move. And Volden was in the right position, but it didn't cover the 5-0. So quickly now, he stops the puck, which is promptly picked up and well used by the guys in white. It's a soft shot, deflected by Valamov. Sideways pass. Left to right, Evgeny marking, expect anything when he's skating and thinking in the wings. Time to skate back. Alexander Berezogin. That's an icing call. Back for a face-off in the neutral zone. Zinetulia, Vilja Letninov. And again chasing the puck, Evgeny Kuznetsov. He keeps the defender away, watching around for options. Very confident, shoulder to shoulder. You clearly saw his head turning around to think where to pass the puck. That means confidence. Same we can say of Mr. Semyon Varlamov. He squats down. Goalies like that, when they see the puck, they do the save, and that's Matt's trick. The young Kopin, 36 years old, veteran and defender, lining up with Ole Christian Tollefsen, the first defensive unit that Roy Johansson trusted so much. Christian Forsberg. Tollefsen waiting to see who wins the one-on-one. It is a Russian puck. 3-on-2, cover defense. A glove on the ice for a skater and a glove on the puck for Varlamov.
Everybody clap your hands.
We see that the Russians improved in an area which has been not their trademark in years. They create turnover in different ways. Also, and this is nice to see, by big hits, by hit and fetch moves. Nice one. That's what I call dangerous. Let's see if there's a roughing penalty. The pass is a quality one, and Andreas Martinsen kneeling down and charging the shot also. It's a brilliant piece of technique. Waved off the face-off area, Morten Ask, replaced by Ken Andreolin, who doesn't get him possession of the puck. Evgeny Ketov. Ketov skating. Now looking for a centering pass. He has to spin around. He does it properly. He gets rid of the puck before the hit counts. The same fate of Ketov, sorry. Now making pressure. Alexander Bonsansen, sideways pass. Losing the balance unusually, Alexei Yemelin, after scanning the ice. Patrick Torresen, watch out for Patrick Torresen and Mats Hansen. They try to combine, but they need the puck to do this. Do they still have it? Now the puck is thrown to the other side of the ice. Puck loops up for a couple of seconds. From the blue line, Lasse expects Aston Bastiansen. The puck is pushed along the boards by Ole Christian Tollefsen. Another lovely drop pass. Well, Anders Bastiansen goes to the bench. Tollefsen looks for option, doesn't find any cute one, so he slaps forward Matti Solimb. Martin Roimark, very active. Number 22, Roy Omark. Martin Roimark, excuse me. Holos. Jonas Holos puts it deep into the corner. Now he gets back in possession. Skating back and restarting from their own zone. A backhanded aerial dump. And good skating. Martin Roimark was there just in case the goaltender could not block the puck. There we go. How difficult it is from the goaltender standpoint to move around and make the save when you have to move from one post to another when you're down on your knee. And I'd like to spend a couple of words for what Martin Roimark has done. He chased the puck, he chased the aerial dump in order to oblige the opponent goaltender to block the puck. Therefore, the face-off is there. Otherwise, probably a smart goaltender like Samuel Varlamov could have stopped the puck and played that quickly. So if you make pressure on the opponent, if you make pressure on the goaltender, you gain offensive face-offs, which are precious for a team that have it hard to manufacture their offensive opportunity from far away. While from there, anything can happen. Let's go and play there and see what happens and try our best. Good philosophy. Typically underdog, combative attitude. Also, we must remember that the defending team is more likely to be penalized. The puck is recovered very well in the neutral zone. Good work on the man and good work on the puck. Nikolai Zerdev. And now playmaking duties for Alexei Yemelin. And the Montreal Canadien big defender goes to the bench for a well-deserved rest. As expected, we find him sitting. Good puck, watch out for the wrist shot. Or kind of. Yevgeny Ketov. You can hear the sound of the physical game there. Ketov again, battling so hard. I think the Russian supporters this year cannot question their idol's commitment and physical play. Mats Hansen giving and receiving. There's a save, but the puck is still there. And the face-off is still there. You've seen the clear attempt to clear using the plexiglass, keeping it high in order to make the opponent wingers more difficult to keep in. Nice picture. Very good for our simple, for me and you simple spectators, not for an expert like most players that probably are watching this game, but for a simple spectator point of view, like I read myself, it's very interesting to see that from the goaltender point of view, and that's even more an example of that. It's a face-off and not a score. To say that it was a matter of inches is an understatement. The bounce and Lars Volden, 84 kilos above the puck. How dangerous this man is. Sometimes he hides in the fringes. Looks like he's not even there. Bastiansen waved off. So Mattis Olim replaces him, facing Maikin. Maikin with Datsuk very quick on. Oh, again from the face-off. He wins the puck and he wants to play that himself. What a brilliant performance after the puck is dropped. One-on-one, brilliantly won. Alexander Perzogin still vulturing around for a puck which remains in possession of Roy Johansson. Men, they brilliantly transfer it there. Now off balance, and both the teams, they play a high risk game, but the risk is even higher when you allow Pavel Datsuk to make his trademark stop and go. He makes it look so easy to skate this way. Ask the Detroit Red Wings fans how many times they saw a game in balance. Worked out by this enormously talented player. If you see him walking around, let's say he has not a very elegant allure, but it changes all of a sudden when he puts his skates on. Ilya Nikulin having the puck circulating. Is it a power play? Not in numbers. Yo. What Nikolai Kurymin has done. I was about to say he dangerously brings the puck back to the blue, things that the coaches don't want to see. Then he spins around, kind of spinorama, my North American friends would say. The puck is down there. These two teams are completely different. Russian skating and stick dexterity would deserve a slow motion in 5 seconds, while on the other side we have to praise discipline and commitment. Perzogin and now Datsuk in a similar move. Datsuk found himself in a slot with a concentrated and smart goaltender facing him, so he couldn't show his magic. Oh well, he did show that he couldn't score. 7 minutes 48, 2 scores. 2 goals down, Denmark. Yemelin, and there's an offside call. Alexei Tereshchenko probably was in before the back. Well spotted by the linesman. Russians are very able both to use long passes and to carry the puck in the zone, but otherwise now it's the Russian face-off specialist waved off, so same Tereshchenko has to move a couple of yards aside on the hash marks. Nikolai Zerdev. Same Zerdev keeps the puck in. Good work by the Atlanta Mitishi forward. Kalinin, Mitchell Kalinin. This puck is a good gift to Norway. Yemelin pushed back, and the puck is dislodged. Nice turnover, very good turnover. And quick reaction, Tarasenko, lovely pass. The high slot is well covered this time. Can Andre Olim, Mats Hansen. The last touch for the man in white comes from Patrick Torresen. There's no D2D pass. The whites look for a vertical play because time is ticking, and 2 goals to equalize. Not the easy thing to reach. Roy Johansen beyond the Norwegian bench since 2002, 52 years old, product of the Vålerenga ice hockey system. 3 times Olympian, the last in 1994. He likes to keep fit. He skates a lot during the training. No centering pass allowed. There's a lost stick. So Bonsaksen can't do more than that. Anders Bastiansen still in possession. Very good puck protection. And the same we can say of the assist to Jonas Hollows. Ketov. Good defensive work, but the possession is just temporary. Yevgeny Malkin working like a crazy. Like a crazy hole. Along the board, nice pass. Brilliant centering pass for Alexander Popov, number 24. Watch out for number 24. Again, Yevgeny Malkin turning around and putting it there, but he finds a barrier along the way. Ilya Nikulin. There's no penalty to the disappointment of the 50% of the spectator here. Good pressure by Alexander Perezogin.
Today's attendance, 1,438.
Jonas Solos goes out for a while. Oh, yeah, that was a very... a lovely reshot. The puck was traveling very well, exactly as they teach the kids. It gets out from the tip of the stick. That's the kind of puck that could easily touch the pad and get in after it's been touched or waffled by the goaltender. Again, sideway pass. No reason to rush for the Russians. Alexei Yemelin, Pavel Datsyuk. From the Detroit Red Wing star. There's a good idea to open up the space, but now he loses possession thanks to a brilliant effort from the defense. The puck is immediately recovered by Evgeny Kuznetsov. From the neutral zone, Dmitry Kalinin. Datsyuk again, probably looking for Kalinin. The puck is just sent away by Medvedev. Medvedev stays back. Norwegians have lost the tactical opportunity of clearing the puck away. They need good quality pucks. They can't get rid of that. They have to drive it there, because the priority is to score. 3 minutes and 2 goals. And they are skating up ice because the Russians can content of sending the puck to another region. But a totally different need for the men in white. They need quality pucks if they hope to score and not to get scored again. Two minutes, 10 seconds to go. An early goal for the Norwegian would probably open up the possibility of taking off the goaltender, look for an offensive face-off, take away the goaltender. Patrick Thoresen puts it in the slot. And the puck is pushed away from far away. Morten Ask. Russia is the chant. Coming from the stands. Not a good sign when you need to score and you just push it forward. It doesn't bode well. One minute, 10 seconds to go and no chance to take off the goalie. The puck is in the corner again. Lazar expects Matti Solim. Roy Johansson is putting his best man there. Let's see if he goes for a timeout. 40 seconds to go. The case seems rested between Russia and Norway. Good attitude by Morten Ask, but no chance. 7 seconds to go. I like the attitude. You're 2 goals down, you try to do your best anyway. Time is over, and a great game is over, in my humble opinion. I hope and think you might agree with that. Now it's time for us to try to pick best player for both teams. I think there are many on both sides. So relaxed face finally for Zinetula, Vilja Ledinov and Roy Johansen and Knut Stubdal. They have to think, they have to look somewhere else in order to scratch points. Best player, whoa. I would say Jonas Holos and maybe Perezogin, Datsuk or Maikin.
Best player in Team Norway, number 6, Jonas Holos.
So number 6, Jonas Holos. No point saying that he would exchange the award for a win.
Best player for Team Russia, number 24, Alexander Popov.
Alexander Popov, the first liner that so well assisted Alexander Perezogin and Evgeny Maikin, receives the award. A well-deserved award for both. It's a good time we had so many players to pick to decide who's been the best in the ice. Time for me to thank you all for your attention. See you back for more. Check the schedule and see you soon. Goodbye.